here. I thought I'd surprise you and I'd do a small little fill. We almost have one really big boobie.
I'm Foxy, I'm from Detroit. I've fixed my headlights, but now I'm waiting to fix my bumper. My butt, it's lumpy and it's not shaped right. It's just a blob. I have always wanted to be able to have plastic surgery. I went through my divorce and I went in for 375cc breast. I was happy for a little bit, and then boobie greed took over. And so I went to Belgium to get 2,000 shell expanders and fill them up to 3,000 cc's there. So now I fill them up at home.
Today will take me to 5,200 cc's. I have no idea what size that actually is.
Every time I misjudge how much space I have, I run right into the doorway. I get stuck behind cabinets, and every single time I go out to eat, I lose my napkin. It's under there somewhere, but I can never see it. I really do not intend on going smaller with my breasts. So if I happen to be in the nursing home, I'm just gonna be the most popular woman in there playing bingo. As far as my butt's concerned, every day it's a little bit of a struggle for me. I really do not like to show my butt. I've had 3 fat transfers. With each, there was a lumpiness to it. I kept thinking, okay, well, this one's gonna fix it. And it never quite fixed it. In an ideal world, I would like to proceed with getting implants done for my butt and get a little bit of fat transfer just to help round it out. I'd love for my bottom to match my top.
Hey, how are you? Good. Good to see you.
Whenever I get together with Allegra, it always draws a crowd. Allegra and I both obviously have a lot of big things in common.
This is Venice Beach. What do you think? Crazy.
I know. Trying to cover these is really
next to impossible.
Right now, they're like 5,200 cc's.
I think I'm 4,300 or 44, so you're winning. No. I love it.
What was your experience with the doctors since you've seen them?
Do you know what? They were informative, but you know, they did tell me that I'd run into complications. I went to see him for my breast, and that was a few years ago. You know what? I'm really excited for Foxy to meet Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Nassif. It's probably been about 2.5 years since I've seen the doctors.
If you take tissue that's under great tension, that's having problems getting blood flow in, blood flow out, and you make cuts in it, you're cutting blood supply, you're exposing it to very significant trauma. If this is the limit, you're here.
They advised me not to go under the knife because I could develop complications. Sure enough, I did. Luckily, I came through, but they were right about that. So know that going in, you're gonna have some risk. You've got to make that decision on your own. My main goal in supporting Foxy is to help her remember that she needs to stay true to who she is and what she wants. I'm sure that the doctors, them being conservative, they will have a different take on things than I do. Do you plan on downsizing?
No, I'm not going to downsize. I really, really, really wanting ass implants. I want to get maybe a little bit of fat transfer to the sides. I've had 3 fat transfers.
Yeah?
I'm not happy with it.
Do you think you might be a little bit of a perfectionist?
Probably, but no, it's wrong. As far as my butt's concerned, I just kind of need things relocated in the correct areas. So I don't like up here.
The fat was transferred here?
It's not gonna be just about getting the dead fat out. I'm gonna get bigger, rounder, but if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go all the way. I think I'll listen to what the doctors have to say, or if it looks like I should probably listen, I'll listen.
If it looks like you should probably listen.
What are you doing?
I thought I was burping. Do you remember as kids, like, we just burp in front of each other? Who can do the loudest other thing?
Newsflash, not kids anymore. Yeah, oh, that? Not every... No. Not every sensation that occurs in your body has to be articulated by your mouth.
But you're like my brother. Did you guys, like, fart in front of each other,
No.
burp in front of each other? You and your rocker brother?
No.
Or did he just beat the out of you all the time?
Basically. I'd rather get punched in the face any day than be punched by Paul Stink. No, thank you. I want you to tell me, based on this photo, what you think this patient is here for.
Let me guess, she wants to go bigger.
She's here for something else.
She wants her butt bigger to match her gigantic breasts. Was that right?
Hello?
Oh, God.
But she's unhappy
She
with her
wants-
buttock. Let's see if we can help Foxy.
Can you please send in Foxy?
Foxy,
Hi.
Hi, Dr. Nassif, nice to meet you.
nice to meet
I'm
you.
Allegra Cole. I gave you the golden globe.
I was saying, that's right, we remember you. As soon as Allegra walks in, I remember exactly who she is. Oh my God.
That is craziness.
Oh my God.
How do I look?
You wear them well.
Okay, ready? I thought Allegra had the biggest breast that we've ever seen until we met Foxy. So wait a minute, did you guys start on this adventure together?
No, we just met this year.
Social
She
media.
reached out to me.
Just being celebratory of the look, and big boob girls need to be supportive. Well, women in general need to be more supportive of each other. No.
Wow. You're like the big boobarati.
That's
I know.
I like that big boobarati. You know I'm going to use that.
By the way, how many cc's do you have?
I am at 4,400, I think, 4,400 per breast.
So we recommended you didn't touch them because they were doing okay.
Right.
Once the implant is exposed, dunzo, over, bye-bye big breasts forever. And so you, of course,
I wanted it to look more even.
I know you're not here for your breasts, but if you don't mind, how much volume you have in there?
5,200 cc so far. So
In each breast?
In each breast, yeah.
So these are
They're expanders.
tissue expanders.
Yeah.
You mean you have a port that you can...
I have a port in each side, so I'm able to fill them up at home.
So you just pretty much take some saline at your house, you're watching a little TV and go and just make your
Have you
implants
guys heard this
bigger.
before?
I have a kit at home, and everything has to be extremely sterile.
Is this kind of practicing medicine?
Are you practicing medicine on yourself?
It's not really practicing medicine.
It's
You're
not?
just filling them up.
What is the end point?
Right around 6,500 maybe.
So this is a little small for you, these
Yeah,
breasts.
I want a little bit more.
If Foxy's breasts are small, then what the is large? How did you then go from this to being concerned about your buttock?
I had done a fat transfer,
Okay.
and it just didn't turn out the way that I thought. So I thought, okay, well, I'll go back and do them, and I'll have him put more in.
How many
And
months later?
Right away.
Really? Can't you wait till the fat to see if it lives or dies first? When a patient has a fat transfer to the butt, immediately following another fat transfer, it puts them at risk for infection, fluid accumulation, tissue or fat necrosis, and worse yet, a fat embolism. That can kill you immediately.
I mean, it was a little bit better, but it wasn't the shape, so I went in again.
A few weeks later.
Wow. Okay, and what are your sort of goals and expectations?
I really want to get a BBL to take away from above my ass and put it where it needs to go, fix the shaping of it, and then I really would like to get some butt implants, just so that it's round, because I don't know how round you can really get it.
All right, well, we have done a lot of revision buttock surgery, but in order to determine how viable those options are for you depends on what we see in physical exam. So why don't we go in the exam room and look and figure that out, okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. So let's focus on the butt, the main reason you're here.
Okay.
Do me a favor, stand for a second. So you had, well, let's assume you had some fat taken from here, and did you have some from here? Foxy, where do you have fat left? Just out of
my
curiosity.
arms. I could get some out of my arms.
See, when you can bring the front part of the skin to the back part of the skin and squeeze them together and feel nothing in between, that's pretty sure sign that you don't have any fat at all. You certainly don't have any here. And you had a tummy tuck, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't have any fat there. So one thing we do know is what? You don't have any
Fat.
Thank you.
I still think there's a lot of fat in areas. I can see it.
This is just skin.
Could you get fat from a neck? I haven't looked that up yet.
So fat is not an option?
Time for implants.
So let's, wait. Implants are not designed to have pressure on them. Could you imagine if you every single day laid on your chest? There's no way you can avoid doing that. with your buttock. Now, putting a buttock implant in someone who has fat transfer, the blood supply is lower. The chances that the buttock implant's gonna move, get infected is super high. Plus, I don't think it's gonna give you the result you want.
Well, how many butt implants have you done?
I don't do buttock implants.
No?
They're too dangerous. I think it's never a good idea to do an operation where you put a large implant in a place you're gonna sit on all day long and expect it to remain in that place. I'm begging you, just leave things alone and not do anything to your butt. So what do you think you're gonna do?
With everything I do, I really research everything that I can.
Okay, but let me just tell you something. You can always find some doctor who's willing to put buttock implants in you.
It's gonna happen. The point
Thank you,
is,
there you go.
if you need us, God willing, you do not have a complication.
Okay.
But I have a feeling that it's gonna happen.
I'm telling you, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. I sat on mine for 2.5 years, they're fine.
Especially here with your compadre up here.
I'm really bummed. I really, really do want implants. I think there are a lot of doctors that do implants that have not had problems. So I'm still not done looking for my surgeon.
I would normally at this stage give you a hug, but I'm just curious, can you guys hug?
We do a little like lean in the head.
That's how you hug. Let's give like a side hug or something, okay? All right?